Right, well now hopefully the microphone's working. Yes it is, yes. Hello. Welcome to yet another episode of Phoenix Wright. Now titled Saturday Night's Alright. Um, who knows if we'll ever get on a Saturday again. I clearly am not very good with schedules for Twitch yet. I'm getting around life, but you know. That is how it is, but here we are with the next part in the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. And we will find out what is going on and start investigating and get on with that. And hopefully it works out pretty well. I mean, we'll see how it goes. The last few haven't been so bad. I mean, fingers crossed all round. It'll work out grand. Hopefully. Hopefully. Right. I guess let's get on with it. I'm just trying to get my phone charging properly. My OnePlus has been very awkward with charging for about a year now. I have to get like the wire in a certain position. Like I've changed wires and that, and I've used up every wire that I have now over the past few years with my OnePlus 3, but it is what it is, I guess. It's not. Alright, here we go! Oh, here we go. Okay, yes, load last selected save data, please. Thank you. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you will ever see. I love the music to this. See you in hell, evil magistrate! Oh, grah! The warrior sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows! Don't miss next week's exciting episode! The Dark Messenger returns! Right, October 14th, 5:31 PM, Wright & Co. law offices. Because he hasn't got the name changed already. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around! Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here! Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people! Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17! That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Oh, Phoenix. One of the few times I've ever disagreed with Phoenix. And I was probably about 24 whenever I first played this as well. No, I wouldn't have been 20. No, I would have been about 20. So I was younger than Nick. I was closer to Maya's age at the time. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Maya's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Right, so 2 days later, October 16th, 8:14 AM in Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ooh la la. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy in that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He screwed a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. Okay, so an hour later, an hour and 8 minutes. I guess Phoenix had had to gel that hair and get some hairspray up in there to get things ready to rock. Maya's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in popular kids show The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. Aw, Maya looks so sad. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright and Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick! Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Let's talk. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit here, there, and like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. No shit, just a minute, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay. Well, Maya's favourite potted plant? Maya has been watering so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Poster of an old movie that Maya liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realised that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Well, that's a bit problematic. Maya's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. There's a random amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Yeah, that's true, Phoenix, you do. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Right, okay, so let's get to the detention center then. Oh, fuck. I need to start doing these so late at night. Oh, well, you know, later at night, seeing as I always end up pretty fucking tired and yawning. It's not a good, you know, not good to be yawning. On mic, anyway. Look at that hairy chest. He looks exactly like Wolverine. Aw, look at Maya, so starstruck. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh! Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him! Will Powers, our client, that's him! Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 what are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no, no, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. Oh. Can I not skip back? Whatever. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until my job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Right, but... Okay, over 90%. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. Oh, I love Will already. Will's great. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. It was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with a samurai spear. Samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick! How could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of New Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. New Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So you were sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! I went at about $10 she asked for autographs. Yeah, that's Maya. Okay. This phone's being a pain in the arse and getting the charge. Right. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Oh, I think I remember what's coming up now. Oh, one of my favourite characters, I think. I'm pretty sure. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Oh, it's Old Bag. Yes, fucking Old Bag. Oh, I love Old Bag. Oh, this is great. I love Old Bag. Love me, Old Bag. Oh, she's so great. Right. Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Sorry. We're lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists! I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. News today, something horrible happens and waiting your time, a job, and so on. Oh wow. I was young, things were mighty different, and hippie clothes, what are the youth coming in these days? Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youths today. I love Old Bag. Old Bag is really fucking great. So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. But, wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. 10 years ago now, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too, he was... Hammer? Victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will... Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's really why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What more? I heard they were paying him peanuts. Is it enough to make you cry? Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by there between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in this dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here, move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. Humph, I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. I guess back and getting the thing from the detention center for the letter request. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. The security lady says that she saw you that day. She says that she saw you heading towards the casino of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Right, let's ask about our favourite old bag. About the security guard at the main gate into the studio. Oh, the security thing. She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs in the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let it up on you. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter, formally requesting my representation? Of course. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Nice move. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his faith to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here toward the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal. Were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Okay. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! I love old bags so much. I take it there's not more to talk. No, okay. Alright. Outside Studio 1 we go. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? I'm gonna have to try and change up my fucking voices. Ah, it's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Oh, she really hurt Gumshoe's feelings. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame the other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're in this case too, pal. Why is she saying pal? Yeah, see, look at now. Yeah, she really can't just go around saying pal. Oh, hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. It's true, it is his endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. So, how is your investigation going, detective? Well, it's hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Okay, time of death, 2:30 PM. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 PM. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 PM. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, then ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for thanks for cheering me up. I thought the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady! What a charmer! Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up there on the gate, pal? Gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has the evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh ho ho ho! We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha! I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go! We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Right. Okay, so we don't have the photo yet. The studio mascot? I guess it's a monkey of some kind. Right. But what kind of monkey has a note like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It looks like that tree, it took that tree down with it too. Okay. That bench. I'm a little bush. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Detective Shumachu, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Okay. Alright, so I guess we have to go back to the main gate. Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Oh, well, okay, maybe if I present my badge to her. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving me that photo of the Detective Gumshoe. Right. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, lads. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here, we got the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I've seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah, ha ha, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him playing the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic, it can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes the picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos to the computer over there. Oh, God, excuse me. This is ridiculous. All the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Okay, what if I present her this? Was that you giving that to me? Okay, doesn't work. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! Right, okay, so I can't do anything with that. It's a good studio van. They probably used it to carry around film equipment. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday while onlookers were pressing up against the gate. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Okay, is that it? So... I thought they weren't going to let me go to the employee area. Have I missed out on whenever... I don't know, whatever. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay, examine. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. Okay, bin and the vending machine. Let's see, cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Oh wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. Okay. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus a steak. Right. T-bone steak, that would hit the spot. You just had a burger! Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Right. Love Maya. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? It's true. Ain't no lying. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be a star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room is not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's a murder weapon for crying out loud. Alright, let's... Oh, wait. We got all this stuff over here, too. A great use to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. The metal grate in the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right? Oh, hey, I'm not a kid. Bicycle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it all easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Right. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Tokyo Castle. Oh, Phoenix, get over it. Right, I think that's pretty much everything sorted. Oh god, why are you yawning so much already? Oh, not good. Howard's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Right. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? It's a good question. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee keycard, that must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean borrow. Okay, so that's how we get into Studio 1, that's good to know. I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag. Stop that, my partner, the thief in training. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how could you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I am kinda like the samurai movies. Kinda? They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's some regular suits in here among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. Right, looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Well, we have the key card, so I'm guessing that's all we need to pick up from here, and we can move along. Could you tell me about this, ma'am? Oh, la, isn't that a studio key card key? You better watch it. The scene of a murder is no place for sightseeing. I'll be taking that. I'll hand it over. Wait, no, that's mine. Look, I don't have a card key to the studio, see? I want to go pay my respects to Jack Hammer where he died. Well, you'll just have to wait. Okay. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it. Oh, I just wanted to show it off. Okay. To be fair, I was the one that showed it off, right? Let's examine the gate now again. That's just Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we bought it from the dressing room will work. It opened! Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear, which sounds pretty real to me. Okay, so we've got our backdrop. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This was used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama! Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo old Tokyo. Oh, right. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Oh, it's a woman. My bad. I'm sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? Oh, no, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Move them around, order new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP. Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Let's just get everything examined first. Wow, look at that camera, that must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's different than I thought. Okay, so just gonna say the same thing as before. I don't know why I just didn't mark it as cleared in that case. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things, Professor, and never mind it. Culture assumptions, Nick. Oh, God. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body would lay with the tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. Guess his costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to be in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clapped at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real live megaphone. Ready Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. Oh Phoenix, don't be so rude. Okay, so... Have any thoughts about this? Sorry, I don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet. Okay. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant staff on that day. I was the only assistant staff on that day too, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers is sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm not. I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came to the studio. Then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. Sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled for was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have a better information than that. No, thanks. That helps a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady in the spot. So you says that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it as a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. No. Skip all that and get round to it. Move back to security, to old bag. Well, you're still here. Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 PM, correct? The episode time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers is the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you gotta tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She's not even a full-time employee! All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like that tomorrow, saying that this and that, and blah blah, and you think about to return your elders, shame what you used to so on. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can with this. We're looking over our shoulder. Okay, let's look at the computer then. The computer that runs studio security cameras. Nick! Maybe we can see that photo of Powers on his computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah, try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks the camera turned on at 1 PM that day. That's really security. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't have to yawn so much. Please enter the number of the security camera. I think it was 307, right? SD1307. There, entered. Hey, it's printing out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Ah. How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. Guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Ah, October 15th, 2 PM, photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's some more photos from that day. Nope, that's the only one on the computer. Okay. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could just be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke, so are we done for today? I think this photo was what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. And there we go, we've finished the investigation. Get moving along now to part 1 of the trial. Save. Right, 1 second. Okay, it falls up to 90%, that's good. Alright. Okay, on with the trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 PM on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face. Detective Gumshoe to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works in the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate. See? There are studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now on to the day of the murder, October 15th. There were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to the studio. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. And jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? I'll skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval! Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask the one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call out the security officer to the stand. The worst thing about me doing my terrible voices, I can't remember which voice I did for what. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I know I had a deeper voice for it before, but it's really fucking killing me. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edwards is a bit of a trouble getting the witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma, so even when I was young, I was an old bag. Still, how the other children believe it. He called me an old bag, well, so on. Objection, I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from babbling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yesy, I was. To get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Oh, Phoenix. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Harold Hammer and the rest had just been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Right, I don't want to press everything. I do want to press... you saw Mr. Powers, that's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, tangible. Right, okay. I'll see it again, it was him, right? Okay, so just present that, I guess. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss old bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? No, this is the old samurai, defender from New Old Tokyo. This old bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can clearly see that's Powers, right? No, but I can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in the court accused me of that, Miss, witness. You're having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo was Mr. Will Powers, do you? Oh, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edward speechless. She's good. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging. He's dragging his leg. See, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Oh, God. So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeaks. Right, we'll just press everything now. Whippersnapper! I'll have you know, I'm not pointing any fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Used today always whining about each other, pointing it's enough to make an old... Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. And that morning during the run through the action, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke a prop. Good. Are you sure it did? It's old samurai spear. Samurai spear, the murder weapon? Lucky I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This struck me as a significant detail. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Must have nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. So he was walking straighter because he was injured. But just looking, he was dragging his foot. Say, you didn't trust me, whippersnapper! So you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. There's got to be more here. I'm going to keep pressing your point. Alright, so Trevor, yeah, he's supposed to be Steel Samurai. One of the things with Power spread his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Well, let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her, she was cleaning up backdrafts, I think. She didn't know what, but she didn't know about Power's ankle. You may continue your testimony. Yeah. Right, I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? There's one thing that bothers me, well, which is... Where's the supposed Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. So I just did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it's clear that the person with the Steel Samurai was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Right. Hold it right there. We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. No, the photo doesn't, can we see Mr. Will Powers? The defense has a point. I also wonder if something else got caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility too. Let me remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. The witness continue your testimony, please. Right, it's going to be about the camera. And then we presented this, then it was photo number 2. God, why is my nose all blocked up now too? Jesus Christ. The time for Harvey's death was 2:30 PM through. The only person I saw go to the studio before that was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Didn't they just explain I gave the donuts to the old detective, and then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. The Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite so. Nobody's suspicious looking past me at all. What before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 PM? Whoever was in the employee area before then. Also, I locked the main gate, no one can get in. Not to mention. Are you sure? This is answer the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Right, should I present that it was photo number 2? Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. The photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening. My very computer printed out this photo. Note that the date on the back of the photo was printed the words... Oh, not on the back of the photo are printed the words, blah blah blah, number 2. Even though that means it was when... It was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really sunny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end that says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo that day. And don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Oh, well, that got the crowd going. Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there was only one data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Old Powers. Right, but the camera in the gate fired twice, that means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these new fangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. So help you are, you're a whippersnapper too! Whippersnapper? So what's the matter, Miss Solbach? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. I think yes. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Sealed Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. So, I see. Your testimony, please. Really, after finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I got you the photos recorded in the security camera and checked them. I throw any photos are suspicious. Any photos that are suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. It's all back. This is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Right, every other day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Okay. Press from that. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? Oh, a fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was here that day. Wait a second, don't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employees area. Oh, well, hello TXG, I hope you enjoyed your parties. You've missed so much of this case now, you won't even know what's going on. You'll have to catch up. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you, they were freaks! Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So in the photo that you raised, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order, order! You had lots of parties. I don't know what you're talking about. You definitely had parties. Right, let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day? One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see this type every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. Boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think, it's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay much mind. That's why I raised the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider the new information. I'm not forgetting vital information this time. Okay. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. But what? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. I don't even want to sniff that because I've been sniffing enough. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right, and it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time! Okay, let's go. What is this? Does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Guess we accuse old bag, right? Mr. Will Powers, Mr. Edgeworth will present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter. The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime. Order interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, beware, this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. I guess the stakes weren't high enough. So who was the person that you had in, Right, shall we just say the security lady? Right, what's the security lady wanted the old bag? If we lose, we lose. Who? Steel Samurai's dragging his leg in the picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Will Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, old bag. Whippersnapper. Right, order. Is this true, old bag? Old bag, that's Miss Old Bag to you. Miss Old Bag was standing guard at the main gate. Alone at the main gate, she was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai's costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why wouldn't she go through the trouble of wearing... Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? It's simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in the costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby! That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edward pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up for an injection and some new damning evidence? Mr. Edward, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? What you all think I did? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. So maybe now is my chance to take this the whole way. That's further. For the same reason that makes Mr. Powers suspect in this case, can be used to cast out Miss Old Bag's actions on that day. Why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? Forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. My windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I raised. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. Well, how can you be so sure? Oh, or is it being nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day, whippersnapper? Proof. Proof? Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Take that!
And the murder mark was a samurai spear. The very spear shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. Right, the windbag speechless has got to be a first. Very well, blah blah blah, so on. Right, court will suspend the proceedings in the current trial for today. Mr. Edward, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. Miss Wendy, what was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Right. Wait a second. I'm not gonna just sit here when you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me, I'm talking. Ugh. Oh great, stop the press. The windbag wants to talk. Right, Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? You mean it wasn't Edward who told her not to talk? Well, testify. And that's for sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. Right, no, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Right. Let's press her on that. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? I should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? If you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked one of my questions, but... Right. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked? I think I've asked... Right. Right, who are these people? Oh, what? Okay, so it's the same fucking answer for everything. Yeah, okay, right, okay, come on. Right, so I guess take a break. Right, we've learned there were others at Global Studios in the day in question. The director and the producer and or some bigwigs were all present. Yeah, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. Right, so the court acknowledges the defence's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we've just been told of. Per Edgeworth. I understand, Your Honour. Right, this ends today's proceedings of the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Smack, smack. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about the director and producer. They'll be turning up at the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag, I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. Okay, right, to be continued. Right, and I am calling it there for now because my nose is really fully blocked up and I don't know why. And yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know why it's become all blocked up all of a sudden. Clearly, it's I don't know. Like it hasn't been blocked up all day or even all week, and now suddenly it's just gone crazy. But yeah, so that is that. Thanks for TXG for joining so late from your party. I hope it was a super party and you had a great time. Yeah, I am done. Alright. Good night, everyone. Have fun. Especially any of you that are catching up on this eventually before the next part. Alright, goodbye.